Hey friend, welcome to a Fresh Start podcast. I'm Shan and I am a rare disease survivor. I've struggled my whole life to figure out how to overcome, physically and mentally. So, if you've ever looked in the mirror and wished you saw something different, or maybe caught your inner voice saying things you'd never think to say out loud, know that you're in the right place. You're done spending time searching for quick fixes and buying all the weight loss solutions. You have spent enough time and money finding all the things that don't work. Now, it's time to do it right. It's time to be equipped through healthy habits and mindset shifts to get you through to the other side, believing you are worthy even though this life is hard. Even though health is hard, we can and need to honor this body that serves us. So, stop scrolling social, clicking the ads, and buying all the things. Let's grab our Americano and pop in our AirPods. It's time to solve the real problem together. Let's rise up, friend. A fresh start awaits. Hey there, and welcome to a Fresh Start podcast. I've honestly come to love these mini episodes so much. I hope you have too. I'm just still stuck on what to call them. So if you have any ideas, hop on over into the Facebook group, bit.ly/a fresh start support. I'd love to hear your suggestions because right now I'm still calling them Time Tip Tuesday, which just doesn't feel right because I just am afraid one day the day might change. I don't know. But in essence, they're time management tips and hacks for life, 15 minutes or less. And today, it's not business related because time management is important in all areas of our life. So if you feel you've been struggling to find friend time, today we're talking about how to improve friendships so they'll last. Let's dive in. I am just so grateful that I have always been blessed with amazing friends. I don't say that to brag. I honestly most times feel extremely undeserving, but I have been beyond blessed and am so grateful for the friends in my life now and that I've had throughout life's seasons. One of my best friends literally listened to Blake Shelton's song, God Gave Me You, sent it to me crying, and that has been our BFF theme song that we reference all the time because it just fits. Life isn't always easy, right? It has seasons that are hard, not pretty, but also amazing times. And being able to share it with friends is incredible. Like having friends throughout your life in all seasons that might be from your childhood, that might be from your adulthood. It doesn't matter when you make them. Sharing this time together is just incredible. So this song, if you haven't heard it, go listen to it. It works for significant others. It also works for best friends. But the truth is, having and keeping amazing friends isn't always easy. And personally, if I'm being honest, it's not my strength. I feel awful, but I recognize it. So what I've tried to do is be intentional, to lean in, because I could not imagine my life without my friends. One of the hardest parts in reality, as I become an adult, is that I'm not a fan of talking on the phone. It's not my thing. I feel like I'm not sure how to end the conversation. When there is a lull, I'm not sure what to do. It feels awkward and it's not enjoyable, honest. Thankfully, I attribute this to my little sister. She helped me realize FaceTime and video calling, it's my jam. I can hang with it because being able to see the other person, their nonverbal, their excitement, telling stories like you would in person, like with your hands and describing all the things, it's fun. So that I can get behind, and it's a compromise. That, in addition to being a culprit of busy, right? This day and age, busy, unfortunately, is far too celebrated. It's like the quote that Brene Brown says, "It takes courage to say yes to rest and play in a culture where exhaustion is seen as a status symbol." How true is that? So what I found is that intentionality is the secret. Relationships don't happen on a whim. We might meet somebody, build something that is quality, and it will last, but it takes effort. The same goes for friendships. I am a constant work in progress, but what I have found is that the more intentional I am, the better connected I feel with people. I have personally been working on intentionally setting aside friend time. Just like relationships, date night is important. I would argue crucial. We cannot stop getting to know one another. Having time together, just the two of us, is important for sustaining and growing the relationship. And the same goes for friendships. There's so much life that happens every day, week, month, even year. Yet, I don't know if you can relate, but for some reason, when someone asks me, what's new? I very rarely have any idea because to me, it seems normal. I've already lived it. I've already processed it. But friends in our lives, we need to share these things with. Even if they're not there for the experiences, sharing life and what's going on is so, so important. So although it sometimes has to change, what I have worked on is weekly setting aside at least one night to friend time. It might be one-on-one, it might be a group, it can be a whole variety of things. It could be dinner out, it could be a phone call, well, for me, a video call. It could be an experience. Sometimes it's a play date. Sometimes it's going to the park with my friends and their kids where we just play and we talk and we chat and we make memories. And what is so awesome is that I am pretty sure their kids have no idea we're actually not family. And I just love that. Sometimes it's taking our dogs for a walk. It could be a fun day trip. Sometimes it's cooking and staying in. One of my best friends, we coined the phrase floor picnic because we'll get together, we'll lay a blanket on the floor, and we'll have dinner while we watch a movie and just relax and catch up and hang out. But just like date night, I think it's so important and extremely necessary to block this time. Protect it because friendships are important throughout our lives and we need to value them. We want to be there for others and we need friends in our lives too. If you don't follow them online, I highly recommend looking up Sister I Am With You. Their social account, and they just came out with a book, are incredible. There's so much value, love, laughs packed into their content. It's just, I can't even do it justice. You need to go check it out because it doesn't get easier, but it's necessary. And let's be honest, making friends as adults isn't so easy all the time. As kids, great. Your parents set up play dates, right? In school, at least where I went, when you had a birthday party, you had to invite everybody in the class. So you were pretty much always guaranteed social events. But as adults, that's not the case. And sometimes when life is hard, at least for me, it's easy to just hermit. Like that's the term I've kind of coined over the years is life gets hard, life gets crazy. And what I notice is sometimes I put my head down and I just hermit. I start pushing forward, working to get things done. And all of a sudden you look up and you realize I'm really grateful that I have amazing friends that constantly offer grace and forgiveness, but I haven't been as connected. And so I have to be even more intentional because more time has passed. And sometimes it's hard. It's hard to remember what have we not shared? What have we missed? I want to be there for other people and we need to let them be there and show up for us too. I don't know if you've ever heard the song by Leanne Rimes, A Good Friend and a Glass of Wine. That's what adult friendships remind me of. It doesn't always have to be anything big and crazy, extravagant and fancy. A lot of times it might be leggings and a glass of wine, hanging out on the sofa, just chatting about life and the day and the craziness that is just everywhere. So I want to challenge you. Block off this week at least an hour for friend time. Be intentional. Reach out, plan it, see what the other person's schedule looks like. Get together, chat, catch up, hang out. It doesn't have to be anything honestly, ridiculously, and outrageous. Keep it simple. Keep it fun. Just connect intentionally. And then come over and share in the Facebook group, bit.ly/a fresh start support. I am so excited to hear what you do, to hear how it went, to hear how you felt afterwards. I don't know if you're anything like me, but afterwards, even when I'm exhausted and it's tempting to reschedule friend time, right? I always come out happier, re-energized, refueled. Like my cup isn't even just full, it's overflowing. Like it is ridiculous. So, and there's more inside jokes, right? Like you just are beyond happy and you're just like, thank God I did not cancel that friend time. So I want to hear all about it. And if you'll do me a huge favor, hop on over to Apple Podcasts and leave me a review. Let me know what value you got out of this episode. Let me know how it went applying it. I love connecting and hearing from you. And that is one of the very best ways that I know how I'm serving you and how to keep improving the content that is being offered. I love you guys so much. You have no idea. And I'm so excited to hear from you. And if you just want to connect, if you're not sure how to apply this in your life or how to make it fit or work, or you just feel so overwhelmed, you don't even know where to start, grab one of my monthly 5 one-on-one coaching sessions. We'll look at your goals, we'll look at your pain points, we'll look at your schedules, and we will get it done together. Love you guys. Talk with you soon. Hey there. If this podcast helped, challenged, or inspired you in some way, I would love it if you'd do me a huge favor and leave me a review over on Apple Podcasts. It helps me to hear from you and know how this is best serving you. And go ahead and screenshot this and share it in your stories. Tag me at Shannon Marquita. That's SHANNONMARQUETA. And send it over to a friend in a text who is ready for healthy changes in her life too. Let her know that this episode might serve her as well. I am just so grateful for you and would love to hear from you. Come hang out and let's connect over in my Facebook group, bit.ly.com/afreshstart, or send me a message. I look forward to seeing you back here in a few days.